What up, people? Revan the Legend here, and welcome back to 80 Mania Wrestling Returns. We are here at December, the end of the year, December 84, which means we get to pick our end of year awards, which is always a really fun part of the year for me. So, we are going to start things off by picking our pay-per-view. I don't normally do Tournament of Queens, even though the ladies have been so much better now. Do I start it now? I mean, if I do Beyond Wardome, we have a triple threat ladies match, but not for the title, oddly enough. Tag titles, TV titles. That's a bit lame too. What will I get if I do this? A 3-on-3, which, I mean, what's that? That's just weird. A tag title. It would kind of be nice to let the ladies have a tournament, but I've not used it prior. So it would be starting it up now here in 84. Wardome would give us a tag title match, TV title. So the only thing we would lose is our TV title match. We would get none of these extra matches, which we kind of like using sometimes for an end of year blow off. We would have a 3-on-3, which would probably have to involve the Cruiserweight and TV champions. Do you know what? Let's let the women have theirs time to shine. Right, TV title match. This is very, very simple. It's Terry, and a clean, decisive win here will probably bring the end of this feud. Possibly. I mean, it's been such a feud. Match type. We have to do something special. What more can we do that I haven't already done? I quit, and I quit match. There you go. The winner of this match will face the ladies champions next week, so it kind of has to be Lindy, right? Has to be. She just dropped the belt. And Mother Russia, I think that's fair. There's no feuds there, so we would just go for some sponsorship. I just need to check, right? So Shipley, I have a feeling, I could be completely wrong, that the last time she won the women's title was also due to a triple threat, which is this most recent one was as well. So she won it in November 82. That was her one and only other time winning. I'm gonna have to fly. What did I say? November 82? I hope so. November 82, Shipley. Is that correct? The last time she won a women's title match was in a triple threat. She has never won it one-on-one. Crazy. Crazy. Right, that's fine. Mid-carders. Chameleon apparently is the #1 contender. That's crazy. Do you know, it's the end of the year. I wouldn't be mad at him having the title shot, to be honest. I wouldn't be mad. Let's see if we can present a challenge to him. Do you know, we haven't used Vladimir for ages. It seems kind of weird to bring him in at the end of the year, but we'll run it. That's fine. That's all good. That's all good. Openers match. I don't think we have any openers in any of our ranking lists. Chet, always good for a match, and I think Smooth Daddy probably... Soul Daddy, Smooth Daddy. I'm thinking of his tag team, Smooth Criminals. Alright, we'll run that. That's fine. And then a single one-on-one match. Laser, Thunderbird, Chance somehow is up there. Rick has done well, to be fair. Mercenary, Manga and Zen. Thunderbird and Manga. 4-0, 4-0. Right. Let's just go with... It's the end of the year. It's the end of the year. Let's just... We're going to be doing a big reshuffle after this, so let's go Slash. And you know what? Let's go Pierre. Let's go Enormous Pierre. It's a massive kind of match to just have randomly there, but... We'll take it. Let's throw some merch on the stands. Let's go... Chicago? Yes. End of year. These end of year awards are going to be difficult, I think. Big win for Chet there. Chet hasn't hasn't done anything for a long time, to be fair. Slashmaster's had a quiet year. And do you know what? So is Pierre, really. Considering not long ago he was a dominant world champion. That's a big win, actually. That's a huge win. He might have just put his hat in the ring. Oh. This guy won again. Oh god. Are we going to have to put Chameleon in a world title match? We might have to do it. Right, here we go. Lindy just dropped the belt. She's had a good run, to be fair. She probably deserves a rematch. Please just end this feud, please. Let's move on to something else, please. If Terry wins there, I swear to God. I genuinely thought that they were just going to keep going and then we were just never... 5 stars! What a classic way to end their feud. 5 stars! Huge. Humongous. What a match. That's amazing feud. Amazing. Right, women's title match, 100%. Let's get this done. Shipley mine. 2 title wins, 2 triple threats, the same pay-per-view. Right, participants in this mic spot will face the tag team champions. So, 100% Thompson Crew. 100%. So, let's do... we need a 1 or 2. This needs to be Otto. And it needs to be strong arm. It's so weird not seeing them as champions. What am I supposed to do with these guys now? The Thompson Crew. And I'm not exaggerating, look at this. 30 wins, 3 losses as a tag team. They were 26-0 at one point, maybe 27-0. And then a couple losses, mostly, well, all of them, I think, against Toxic Terrors. I'm sure they were. So that's that. Crazy end of the year for them. Tag team match. There's not really anyone else in the mix, to be honest. We'll do Chance and Rogers. And do you know what? 8-bit. I kind of like the idea of that. Zen and Arizona going at it again. Here, I mean, Chameleon. It's kind of hard to deny the guy now. It's kind of hard to deny him. He has to win a #1 contenders match to get this title shot there. That's the problem. He can't. He's not going to be able to win. He's not going to be able to do it. It's the same guy who's going for the Cruiserweight title. They're going for the world title. It's actually nuts. It's actually crazy. Right. End of year, Ace and O'Hooligan. These are 2 guys who are going to probably, if my plans continue, have babyface turns in the new year. Because I've got their babyface cards now. Alright, so that's these guys. And then we have Skits to throw in the mix. What have we not done for a while? Sure, we haven't done a sneak attack actually for a long time. Athlete, Blitz, Cobra, Magnus, gotta be. What Slugger got here? No. Go on, Magnus, do your thing. We're flying. It's because I want to get to the end of it. I want to get to the awards. There's only one of them that is a lock for me, off the top of my head, which would definitely be the Tag Team of the Year. Even with the fact Toxic Terrors are on a roll now, it's the Thompson Crew, isn't it? Surely. Right, 2 guys. The last time you're going to see him as a heel for a while. The Hooligan's been an absolute legend in this 4-year run he's had. But it's time for him to go away, come back, babyface. Let's see what happens with him. I think Hooligan still has the longest reigning world title reign. I think. I'm pretty sure he 8 defenses. Enormous Pierre had 7. Big win for 8-bit there. If the Thompson Crew don't beat the Toxic Terrors, we're going to have some fresh matchups in the tag team division, which would be quite nice for a change. We get some baby faces back in the mix. Well, some new ones. Some newer ones. We're going to need... What, fell penny? Yeah, we need some new tag teams, I think, when we do the draft at the end of the year. Come on, Shipley. See, triple threats, she's a queen. One-on-one, not so much. Not so much. Well, that's huge. Wow, she dropped the title immediately. That's kind of crazy. Here we go. Cruiserweight title match. I don't know who to do, because they're all up there. I can't use Chameleon Kid because he's going to be in the world title match. I don't know what to do in this Cruiserweight division now. I don't know what to do. Let's have a look at the title history. Thunderbird lost it straight back to Slugger, who hasn't defended it, so it should probably be a Thunderbird rematch. I mean, I don't always operate under the if you lose the title you get an immediate rematch, but Thunderbird, 3-time Cruiserweight Cup winner, should probably have the match, I think. We've got a one-on-one, a skit, a one-on-one, and then the participant in this mic spot will face the world champion. So this is going to be, unbelievably, it's going to be Chameleon Kid. I don't know why he's just dropped down all of a sudden. It's going to be Chameleon Kid. This is going to be the biggest underdog to ever have an opportunity. Ever. Crazy. He's 5-4. He's not even like... He's not even had a mad run, but he's done alright and the fans are behind him. He's got to go for it. He only has a 10 push, decent skill. Let's give him a go. And I've got that freaking chameleon somewhere. Right, you're in. Oh, if he beats Jet, I wouldn't believe it. I wouldn't believe it. We've had some underdog. We've had some underdog world champion challengers. I think Magnus is probably the biggest. Fireball won the first ever battle royal, so possibly him as well. Here we're just gonna look. We're just gonna look at some feuds that we can blow off the end of the year with. I think. Do you know, Hammerhead probably deserves better booking than he's had. Let's throw that in there. See any other big feuds we've had this year? Probably deserve a bit better. That would be a banger, but I can't afford Jet losing. That's the problem. Nope. It's not happening. Wow, we got some good feuds. Put up or shut up. What was this? Again, I just can't afford Jet losing. If I put the match and Jet loses, it's a problem. It's a problem. God, we've got so many feuds here. We haven't done this in a long time. We haven't done that in a long time. It's the end of the year. We're winding down. And to be fair, it's going to be about the women soon. Gothica. There we go. Yeah, the first time we do the Tournament of Queens. So it'll be very interesting to see who gets on, who does what. And then the end of the year awards, which I love. Right, come on in, Chameleon. I've given you your damn pet, your damn chameleon pet here. Come on. I can't believe he's getting a world title match. What can I do? What can I do? He kind of has to, doesn't he? He has to. Huge. Huge there for Max. That's actually massive. You don't understand. Hammerhead has been a multiple world time champion. Arizona, Big Thug. This is kind of a throwback. It was a big feud back in the day. Bit of a throwback. I think there's going to be a big change for Arizona in the next draft. I mean, he's struggling. He is struggling at the minute. Even his tag team's not doing like exceptionally well. Slugger, please just... I don't know. At this point I don't care. Do what you want to do. We have a new Cruiserweight champion. Dickie Thunderbird. I need to get Slugger into the TV title mix. Come on. I'm gonna leave that be. I'm gonna get. I think Slugger deserves a rematch, but I need to get him out of there. I really do. End of year awards. Oh my god, what to do here? We'll see what the computer says. Obviously, we will change it. Flawless won as the wrestler of the year. That's huge. Jet Set, the most hated. Strong Arm Tag Team of the year. Buzzsaw, definitely not the babyface of the year, I wouldn't say. Flawless is a good shout, to be fair. Flawless is a shout, but I would have said Jet Set. What we're going to do is we're going to look at the stats, win-losses. Thompson Crew obviously did amazing. Finally got tripped up by the Toxic Terrors. Jet Set is 12-2 this year. I mean, how can he not be the wrestler of the year? Flawless one's been great, though. Oh, this is tough. The thing is, Flawless has been having classics. Maybe we go Jet Set as heel of the year, Flawless as the wrestler of the year. That could be a shout. As far as babyface of the year goes, even though Chameleon's done well, it's really been like a couple months, not the whole year. We are struggling. I mean, Thunderbird is up there, but he lost a lot of his big matches. I don't know if he can be the babyface of the year when he's lost that many big matches. Chance is actually 9-10. Lindy's done alright, but she doesn't feel like she should be the babyface of the year for me. Zen has had a horrible year. 14 losses. Come on. Terry, again, even though he's had that amazing feud, it's only been for about a third of the year. Babyface of the year is actually very hard to pick here. I mean, it might have to be Dickie by default. But like I said, he's lost a lot of his big opportunities. Let's look at title history for the year. 84, so Jet Set wins the title early in the year, loses it to Buzzsaw but wins it straight back and has the third longest reign ever so far. Mutants took the tag titles off of the Thompson Crew, but they are tweeners and it took them a lot of attempts to win the belt. So again, babyfaces of the year, either one of them? Probably not. TV title this year started off with Rick, Thunderbird Rick, Muscle finally got it, and then it's been Flawless and Terry. The weird thing is Flawless hasn't had a great start of the year, I don't think. Whereas Jet, 5 defenses. Battle Royal winner was Invader and Russia. Winner of March Madness was Hooligan. Kind of weird because he didn't do anything else. Thompson Crew, we already know they're tag team of the year. And then Thunderbird. Okay, I think we are going to go Flawless and we are going to go Jet Set. The only thing we're going to change here is Buzzsaw. I think it's going to have to be Dickie. It's a bit weird. We don't have a massive standout, I don't think, but I think Dickie's probably the one. I think that's fair. Again, Flawless and Jet Set, I don't know. I could quite easily see it the other way around. Oh, I don't know. Let me have a look at. It's going to take some time. I need to look at what Jet Set's done here. So this was when Jet Set was a babyface, so that's kind of irrelevant. Jet Set wins the title there. So he's pretty much been unbeaten in the big triple threat match. March Madness, he wasn't in the tournament because he was defending his belt. Against Pierre. Do you know what? I'm going to give it a Flawless. I'm going to give it to Flawless. So we're going to change this to Dickie, and that's going to be it. Flawless Wrestler of the Year, just. Jet Set Heel of the Year. I mean, he's had a great year as a world champion, though. I mean, literally won it in February and hasn't dropped the damn belt. How can you be pretty much unbeaten for the year as a world champion and not be Wrestler of the Year? But Flawless has been having 5-star, 4-star classics. Mostly against Terry, though. Oh, God, I'm torn. Oh, my God, I'm so torn about this. Do we go Jet Set as Wrestler of the Year? And then Flawless as most hated, best heel? Oh, this is actually difficult. Do you know what? I'm going to go for this. I'm going to give the awards. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give them the awards. Here we go. Let's look at award winners. So, we go 1980, Zen Thug, Zen Hooligan, / Dobermans, Zen and Rick, Hooligan, Rick and Tycoon, Thunderbird was Babyface of the Year there, Zen Babyface of the Year there, Thompson Crew. This is the second year in a row they've won it. Pierre and Dollar. And then it's going to be Flawless, Thompson's. Thunderbird again. Not a strong year for babyfaces, to be honest. I think it's a weird one. Because like I said, you're the world champion. 5 defenses. I mean, he did lose it mid-year. Won it back pretty much straight away, though. It's close. It's a very close one. I'm still torn. I'm gonna stop thinking about it now. I'm going to stop thinking about it. This 3-on-3 is weird. Especially end of the year. I'm not a big fan of that. Chameleon Kid. Unreal. Unreal. We'll give him Marley. That's crazy. Could you imagine? I've literally never had a big underdog world champion. I mean, Exotic Rick is probably the biggest underdog to have won it. I mean, that goes to show you. Thompson Crew, Toxic Terrors, and again, like I said, if the Toxic Terrors win here, then it'll probably be Thompson Crew take a bit of a break from the world title picture. Let's let some new names come around. We're going to go with something. We're going to go with a ladder match, a tag team ladder match. This 3-on-3 is essentially just going to be the biggest 3 people of the year, I think. So we're going to have to go with Dickie, Babyface of the Year. Here we're going to have to go with the heel of the year, which is Jet Set. Oh, we can't, he's in the match. So Flawless, Wrestler of the Year, Flawless, Flawless, Flawless. Right, Dickie and Flawless. We're going to have Terry in there. Or do we? We don't have to, do we? We don't have to. So we're going to go Hooligan, because this is his last match. Which means this should be Pierre. Because they've had a hell of a rivalry. So that's going to be those two, those two, those two. And who really deserves this last spot? Slugger, probably. Probably needs to be Slugger. Hell of a year he's had. Do you know, if the main event Hills hadn't done so well, Slugger would have had a good shout, actually, for the most hated. And here, so we've already got Dickie in the mix. Who really deserves it? Who really deserves to be in this? Hooligan's retiring his character at the end of the year. Slugger, Dickie, Enormous, Flawless. Who really deserves a look in here? Arizona somehow is being considered the #1 contender. That's crazy. I would say Rick, but we need a babyface. Slashmaster should have probably have had a world title shot. We're going to be predictable and stick Zen in. And when I say we, I mean me, of course. And then we have our first ever Tournament of Queens. So, this should be quite interesting. Obviously, we can book Linda, so we need to put her in there. Down here, we can book our #1 ranked. So we're going to put Shipley there. Here, we're going to put Russia. And then here, I think we're going to put Queen. Dollar has really had a bad year. I mean, she actually won Most Hated, which is the first female to ever win an end of year award, and has done nothing since. Nothing at all. So we're going to give her an opportunity. In fact, I feel like these two might have a feud. Oh no, she's a foil and she's not. So we'll run that as it is. That's fine. So we'll book that one there. This one is Queen of Mean. I believe we do have a feud we can use. Is it Sparks? Yes. So that's pretty good. Mother Russia. Let's see who's not been booked. Elfet, 100%. Has to be. And then here, who's not been booked? Countess. Gothica probably deserves it more than Countess. Minx has had a bad year. We'll put Gothica in there. Yeah, I think she deserves it. I think she deserves it. She's had very good, especially second half of the year. Very good second half of the year. Let's do this here. Yeah, our women's division has improved massively. I remember like the first year we were struggling so much. But that is so much better. Here, I think we are at the Olympus this time around. Okay. If Comedian Kid wins this world title, I swear I don't know what I'm going to do. Because I will have to give him some token boosts. To give him a chance to stay up there. Unbelievable if he wins it. Unbelievable. Surely not. Right, our first ever Tournament of Queens. Let's see how we get on here. Big. Like I said, Dollar has not had a good year. Has not had a good year at all. Of the two here, I would say Sparks has had the better year. I don't know how she wins so much when her push rating is so low. Queen gets the win, so we're going to have two... what? It's going to be a big first semi-final. This is kind of like our People of the Year in a 3-on-3 against each other. Obviously, O'Hooligan is leaving his heel persona at the end of the year, so it's kind of big for him. Zen with a big win. Let's go, Zen. Here we go. Elfet again. Kind of a little quiet year by her standards. Mother Russia. Big win by Mother Russia. And the question is, can Shipley get it done here? And they give us two heel versus baby faces in the tournament. No, Gothica with the upset. A little bit of an upset. A little bit. I know Shipley not long ago won the title. Here, I kind of beg that the Thompson Crew don't get the titles back here. Come on, Toxic Terrors, you can do this. Let's have a fresh tag team division next year, please. So they've seen the year out. They've survived the Thompson Crew. They've had about three or four matches now. I think that's time to put a line. Let's move on. Here we go. First semi-final. This tournament is actually kind of good, you know. Ooh. Okay. Lindy does it. Let's go. Russia and Gothica. Shipley the only one. Bit of a surprise not to be in the semis. Gothica, 2 upsets in a row. Here we go. If Chameleon wins this, I beg. It would be insane. He's done it. I'm kind of glad. I'm all for an underdog win, but I don't feel like he's the guy who deserved that. I mean, Dickie earlier in the year would have been the one to deserve the underdog win. Who's going to be our first Queen of the Ring? Again, it's been her year. She has been the best female this year. and she probably deserves this. That's fair. So some big wins there for Linda, and that is actually going to mean that her end of year, she might be top of the win-loss ratings, possibly. Jet Set has had a great year as champion. 1985, we're going to receive a token. Thank you very much. So we can now have Beat 'em Up Bo and Beat 'em Up Lee. Overload's coming in. We can have either Rod or the other persona of Hooligan. There's a new Rick. A Pelvis is in. Flex, Deltoid, and Chicano. These are two people I'm actually kind of excited about these two. Kezif, if we want him, I imagine I probably won't, but we'll see. I need to check the stats. Hooligan is going to come back as a babyface, and I'll be very interested to see how he does. Two versions of Flex. We have Devastacia. Hotshot is in. Valedictorian. And Alara Nexus. We have some big old bangers coming in next year. So obviously the next episode will be the draft. So we will see how many of these actually get drafted into the roster. But I'm quite intrigued. And it also means we can send some people to other federations as well, get their stats up. No one is retiring this year. Amazing. So we're going to take that. And let's just have one look. End of year stats for 1984. I mean, for me, the big winners clearly Jet Set 13-2, Lindy 11-1. Mother Russia had a good year but lost a lot. Flawless 6 losses. I mean, Wrestler of the Year had some incredible matches. Thompson Crew did brilliant, but seeing any number in the lost comments for them is kind of weird. Dookie lost too many. Essentially, that was the problem. Lost too many. Great year, but lost too many. Slugger 9-8. Rick, really good second half of the year. We've got some very interesting results here. Let's look at losses. Zen lost the most matches by a considerable mile, and Terry, who actually won quite a few TV titles. Dickie down there as well, mostly because of the volume of matches he had. Zen needs to do something next year, because that's shocking. That is shocking. I'm worried about that. Look at Shipley. Won the Women's Championship. Only won 2 matches the whole year. Crazy. That's mad. Look at title history for the year. So, world title, only 2 champions. Jet Set, Buzzsaw. Buzzsaw won the title. Kind of a shock. Lost it straight away though. That was Buzzsaw's first ever. It was. Jet Set, 2-time champion. And a very long reign. Actually, he's 1 title defense away from becoming the second, equal to the second. And then 2 defenses away from actually equaling the longest reign ever. Tag team, as you can see there. Thompson's Crew, they've been unbeatable, but both of these defenses were against them. Plus, there was a 3-on-3, so we're going to let the Thompson Crews chill for a little bit. TV title has been mad this year. Rick and Thunderbird went back and forth. Magnus came out and won it. And then it was been about Flawless and Terry. Cruiserweight division, again, a bit crazy. Manga, Johnson, Thunderbird, Johnson, and Thunderbird. We're probably going to move Johnson out of that division. Maybe even a babyface turn. We'll see what happens with him. I feel like a babyface turn is definitely due. And then for the women, we did have 5 champions. Elfet won it early on, lost it to Mother Russia, lost it to Lindy, who lost it to Shipley, and then straight back to Lindy, who also won the first ever Tournament of Queens. So that's huge. Tag Team Invitational won for the 2nd time in a row by the Thompson Crew. March Madness was won by a Hooligan who didn't capitalise on it and do anything else. Kind of weird. And then the Battle Royale was won by Dark Invader. Again, similar to March Madness, didn't really capitalise on it for the rest of the year. Mother Russia winning the female version there. That is it. We end the year with our end of year awards. So next episode will be a big draft, and it's going to be a big one, not only because we have so many more people eligible, but because during this year I have got so many new cards. So it's going to be a massive draft. A massive draft, people. So I can't wait. I'm actually excited to get on with it and do it. So that's coming soon. Thank you guys for watching Revan the Legend. See you again. And peace.